Game Night! Tonight on Game Night, Nikki, Lincoln, and myself, Rusty, are going to play Star Trek Cryptic, a game for one or more players designed by Prospero Hall and published by Funko Games. So let's get ready to boldly go where spoilers exist.
Hey, Nikki.
Yeah, Lincoln.
Will you teach us Star Trek Cryptic?
I most certainly will.
Awesome.
Cryptic
Yeah.
is a kind of a new system from Funko. So there's also an Indiana Jones Cryptic.
Okay.
But we today are playing the Star Trek Cryptic.
Yeah.
So in this game, it's going to be a cooperative game. It is a storytelling game. We have a logbook which is going to tell us what we're doing story-wise, and also have puzzles in them that we will have to solve.
Solve in quotation marks?
Solve in quotation marks. So
Is there an app?
no, there isn't an app.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay. So what we have out on the table right now is what is available when you open the box. I don't know what's going to be inside here. We'll get there.
Mm-hmm.
So right now we have merit tokens. We will be earning these merit tokens for each puzzle that we work on and solve. The merit tokens will go into a merit token envelope. Those merit tokens stay in that envelope for once you solve a puzzle, they go in there and they don't come out. And then we've got the logbook, and I'll get more into what the logbook's going to show us. We have 3 star ships. So I've pulled out all of the envelopes, so you get the 3 envelopes. Each one of these is a mission.
Okay.
We are going to start with the first mission, the USS Euclid. So these we won't even open. By the way, spoilers, of course.
Oh, yeah.
We
will be spoiling
opening
the first
these
one.
up, and we will be spoiling the first one with all its puzzles. Then over here we have the tricorder and these little blue things, and surprisingly enough, the rules did not explain what's going on with those yet, but they were open in the box, so I'm assuming we need them now. And then we've got, it's probably hard to see on the screen, but we've got this little plasticky thing. Because there are 3 types of puzzles. There is a word puzzle where we will be trying to figure out a word or 2 words. The answers to those puzzles are only going to be up to 2 words long. We also have multiple choices where we will be filling in a word on a multiple choice thing. And then we have pathways, and that's what this sheet is for. Pathways are going to be in here.
Sounds like a maze.
It is. We've got a dry erase eraser, and some lucky person is going to be drawing these pathways. And I'll explain what the particulars of that puzzle in a minute. I'm not going to open this book right immediately for teaching purposes because it'll start to spoil already the puzzles.
Right.
So we don't usually do this on game night, but I'm going to take out the rule book so we can look at the examples of what puzzles are and things like that.
Sure.
The types of puzzles I mentioned, here's kind of what they're going to look like here. This is the symbol for how many merit tokens we will use for a particular puzzle. That will be down at the bottom of the page on the log.
It's a meritocracy.
It is a merit token. So we are not going to be using all of these tokens per puzzle.
Right.
There will be tokens, an amount of tokens separated out per puzzle.
For each
so
one.
So let's move on to the actual puzzles. Finding the word that we are going to use to go into the back of the logbook under hints and answers will be the letters or word in the red boxes. So some of the boxes will have red and some of them won't, or maybe all of the word answers are going to be 1 or 2 words long, and that's it, no longer. There are also the multiple choices. So we've got this example right here. The stuff in this red is your choices of answers
right.
for that.
So are we going to play in the spirit of the Prime Directive, do you think?
I don't know.
Okay.
Because I don't even know if we get down to a planet or if this is all sounded like it was all taking place in space, but
Okay.
I don't know. That's why there's sealed envelopes for
Okay.
surprises.
Yes.
In the multiple choice, we'll choose one of the answer words and we will look it up and find out whether we are correct or not. Correct. If we get stuck, there is a hint word. We can look up that word in the back of the book and it'll give us a hint. If we can't figure it out and we just want to move on to the next puzzle, we look up the answer word in the back of the book and move on to the next puzzle. Hints are going to take away a certain amount of merits.
Merit tokens. Tokency.
Tokency? I don't know. It's
I
just
said it okay earlier.
tokens.
Meritocracy. There we go. That's
Okay. Answers, you are going to take away all the merits that you hadn't
that you weren't going to get. That you didn't get. On
that
it.
you didn't get
Right.
on the particular puzzle. Again, as far as I know, you never dig back into your merit token envelope from previous puzzles.
Okay.
Which also means if you have no more merits to give up, you just have to take the answer.
Okay.
Okay? You cannot go below 0 on your merits.
Okay.
All right? And then there are the pathways. These are going to be,
wow.
probably the size of this because what you're going to do is lay this on top of it only to get a starting dot. All right? Or a register if you know about printing. You will mark that starting dot, then you will lift that off of there. You must put it 1 pen length away from the path and then start tracing and trying to not hit obstacles.
Oh, but
Right.
you're doing it on this sheet?
You're doing it on the sheet
Okay.
off of this board. So
Right.
you only put it on to get the starting dot.
Right, I get it. And then you lay it over and see how
And
you
then
did.
and then on the other side of this will be the answer, and you would lay the clear sheet onto that and see if you've hit obstacles, if you've hit goals. There are areas where there are goals that you're actually trying to swoop past.
Right.
You can erase a section and redraw it. You can erase the whole thing, and except for the dot, and start over again if you think that you
So you don't
are
have
doing
to,
terribly.
You can try it again before checking.
Try it again before checking.
Nice.
Okay, so if you're like, I don't know, I think I swooped down a little too, you can erase it and fix
If
that.
we think we've grazed our nacelle with
Exactly.
an iceberg or whatever it is.
Right. So there will be obstacles, but there will also be goals, and we will know what the goals are because of reading in the logbook, okay? If you hit things, it's going to tell you amount of merits that you are going to lose.
Right.
If it says in here, and because I haven't seen this, I don't know what this looks like. If you hit the same color more than once on a single path,
Right.
you are only going to lose 1 merit. You will not keep losing merits.
So if you're gonna hit anything, hit the same color?
Exactly. I don't know how that looks.
Yep.
We'll find out.
Okay.
Okay. Then, I don't know if we're going to get to it since we're only playing the first mission, but there are 2 other types of paths that are going to be maybe having to push buttons on a console, which won't be actually aligned from button to button, but we'll see how that works
Okay.
out. You have to hit the correct buttons.
Okay.
And those are 2 types, transport and engage.
Okay.
And we'll find out about that also in the logbook.
Okay.
I should have said also that when you do hit a goal or something you're supposed to, you put an X on it so that you know. So when you turn over the board and you check it, you see how close the X is within a dotted line area.
Okay, so that's all that really matters. It doesn't have to
Yeah.
be totally on the money, but close.
Right, right.
So it's like horseshoes and hand grenades.
I'm sure you probably get more merits the closer you are.
More horseshoes, hand grenades, and pathways.
But again, don't know. It's all going to be a surprise. This is as much as I know about the game.
Okay.
So, and here's a little example I should show of the checking the answer. So there's a goal in green, and here's some red blobbies that are hazards.
Yeah.
All right, so you don't want to crash into those. Which means I think it was the electric shocky things here that are coming out of the clouds.
Right. There's like a strange piano string sound going on. Bow. So if you're watching the motion picture, right?
Yeah.
What was that called? There was
It's Star Trek: The Motion Picture.
No. But the
sound.
Enterprise was the Enterprise Studios, I think, or something like that. But they had that instrument. They had some instrument that made that sound or something like that. I don't know. It's been so long since I remember hearing about that.
Okay, so that was it for the examples. I'll get this off of the camera. We don't need it anymore. We are going to continue the mission until we get to the end of it, and then we are going to look at our tokens in our envelope, and merit envelope, and see how well we did. I guess we're going to compare it to something in the book.
Flight control, countdown confirmed. Tower, we are go for launch, over.
Gamegenic, ingenious supplies.
All right, so Rusty's going to read the first stuff. I'm going to take away the two Star Trek starships that we are not using.
Okay. Euclid. It's not Cerritos or... There was one episode of that where they were like naming all the California class
so funny. There was a Cerritos.
There was Sherman Oaks, wasn't there?
And
I think,
Sherman Oaks. Was there a Burbank?
I don't know. That would be
It was hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, engage.
All right.
Okay.
Let's see. There is a way out of every box, a solution to every puzzle. It's just a matter of finding it. Captain Jean-Luc Picard.
Ah.
USS Euclid. Personal log. It's my third week as a cadet aboard the USS Euclid, and things move much faster here than at Starfleet Academy. The Euclid is a Galaxy-class ship led by Captain Coleman and filled with more cadets than I can count. It'll be hard to stand out and earn my first promotion, but there's no time like the present to make a good impression. Our first assignment is at a Federation research outpost on Arcanus 4, on the outskirts of the Federation Klingon border.
Uh-oh.
Despite the Khitomer Accords, a Klingon general named Botath has declared his intent to reclaim the Arcanus system. Botath refused to talk with the Vulcan commander of the outpost, so Captain Coleman has been dispatched to negotiate. On the way, I'll be brushing up on my Klingon. Computer, end log. Open the envelope labeled USS Euclid and continue to page 2.
Cool.
You want to read all that stuff on
Sure.
there?
It says Starfleet Registry, like a 71843, Galaxy-class starship, launch stardate 41168.3. I don't even know how they say that. Utopia, Planitia, Fleet Yards, Mars, Sol Sector, United Federation planets. All truths are easy to understand once they are discovered. The point is to discover them. Galileo Galilei. Yeah, he was helpful.
Okay.
Here we go. Interesting. Okie doke. Do we pull it all out?
I said open the
Just
envelope.
open the envelope.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's go to the next stage, so just in case we're not supposed to yank it all out.
When you pull it out, be careful you are not showing the answers to the pathways.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm nervous about pulling
Yeah, me
anything out.
too.
Urgent transmission. You're on bridge duty when an urgent transmission comes in from Starfleet Command. Parts of the message are scrambled, but Captain Coleman needs the information immediately. Use the communications wheel below to unscramble it.
Dun, dun, dun.
Let's see, we have...
Well, we should probably pull the stuff out of this because it might, well, it says additional tools required, nothing.
But we will need 3 merits. Are we going to set those to the side?
Yeah,
so
that's
that
why
we
I
know?
got the extra, so I'll just do 3 little, 1, 2, and 3.
So what we're doing is that we're taking this word jumble here and trying to fit it into these spaces. Is it just based on color?
It's gotta
That must be the ones that
right?
get you started. So this would be something can right? If you do the C
Yeah.
and maybe a T or a C, the something with a C.
So I'm thinking the colors match, but I don't know what that wheel means. Right. So the N would go in here, not in the orange.
Could be an F and an E
Yeah.
and an N, right? Find the something or other. Right?
Yeah, it absolutely could be, because we may need to start in a circular order because these colors appear to be potentially in that order.
Oh yeah.
If you do F-I, is there a green N? There is.
There's a light green
Is there a
N.
green D? Or no,
There's
it's just plain D. It could be this D down here. But it could be find or something, and then
T
the,
H E.
yeah.
So what letters have we used? FIND THE. That would leave the rest of the letters. Is there an equal number of letters to spaces here?
Okay, let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, 14. 14. Okay, so
14.
that's exactly what it is.
So it's anything that's not find the, and everything else we would need to put in.
Is
So
this the only D? It is the only D, right?
It does.
So then that's an L. So
Right.
it's find the something LC.
Find the Vulcans. VULCANS.
I think that is correct.
I think that might be it, because everything else has been used there,
Boom.
and the LC, like you
Yeah,
mentioned.
that is-
So I think
that-
it's find the Vulcans.
Okay, so then we look it up in the back of this book.
Yes.
We don't actually, I mean, we
Okay.
can put it in there, but
So
it's not
I would
necessary.
look up Vulcan.
Vulcans, right?
Because it's, so that will be in the hints and answers. This is alphabetical order, so the hints and answers words.
Really?
Yes.
It's not based on the puzzle
No.
page?
So our answer is Vulcans. A Vulcan ship has gone missing. The Starfleet believes General Boltoth may be responsible.
Is Boltoth a Klingon then, maybe?
Oh yeah, he's
Okay.
he's the Klingon. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a total Klingon name.
I mean, I can't see it, so I don't know. I mean, sometimes it's the spelling,
'Cause
lots of
it's
apostrophes and stuff. We're
Probably
talking
said
Vulcans,
very angrily,
Okay.
Boltoth.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So I'm looking up Vulcans. A Vulcan ship has gone missing, and Starfleet believes General Boltoth may be responsible.
Okay.
You play the decoded message for the captain. Gain all remaining merits.
Okay.
Yay! Then continue to page 3.
Okay.
So I'm going to go to page 3, which I believe was just the next
Right.
page. I will give this to Rusty.
Okay.
So we are done, by the way, with that puzzle. So I'm going to just put it, no, okay, we'll leave it
We'll
here.
leave them there for
we'll
now,
leave
yeah.
this is our envelope for now.
Right.
Ion Storm. Fearing the worst, Captain Coleman immediately sets course for the last known coordinate of the missing freighter Shavas. Ortegas. Set a heading. Upon arrival, it appears an ion storm disrupted the freighter's communications. The captain orders a team to investigate the storm and assist the freighter. You volunteer to pilot the shuttlecraft. Navigate through the storm and fly within scanning range of the Shavas. And there's an image of the Shavas here.
Okay.
And the goals are to interact with the Shavas. Hazards, avoid the plasma bursts. Boundaries, avoid the storm's gaseous clouds. So it's worth
So
3
it is
merits.
totally what Nikki showed us,
Yeah.
right?
Oh
Is-
yeah.
1, 2,
So what we're
3.
needing,
Is this
Is
plus
an-
the pen and then that?
yeah, ion storm pathway. It's blue. That's the one.
Okay.
Oh,
So this is the
there's the
total.
white dotted
Yeah, this is
line.
exactly. I mean, they showed
Clear.
us what it is. So you put this on here, you
Where's
put
my-
the starting point on this.
On there. Line it up as best you can because we want to be able to line it back up again.
Come on,
All right.
this is me you're talking
All right.
about.
Is this going to be, this is Lincoln's
No,
turn.
no, it's quite. Let Rusty do this one.
Oh,
It's a
and
better
you're putting
angle.
Boimler at the helm. Got it.
Okay, and they even have them in the colors. So goals are green, hazards red, boundaries are
Avoid-
yellow.
The storms,
I mean, I'm assuming at
gaseous
the
clouds.
other side.
Okay,
So
you think
who's
we can
gonna
do
do
it,
it?
Rusty? I mean, I can try.
Let's move it a little.
I can try also.
Okay, cool. I'm excited. You're on the right side of the table to do it.
I'm gonna,
It's
okay.
going to be like the intro to Lower Decks.
Okay, we'll put it so you can
Yeah.
have some reference. It's supposed to be a pen away, so
Pen
Oh.
away.
yeah.
All right. Let's make it a pen away. So,
this is the Shavas.
Yeah.
Interact with it, so you want to get there. Okay.
I think Rusty's doing pretty good.
Hazards are those plasma bursts.
And I put an X.
And boundaries, I guess, is this. Yeah, put an X where you think
Okay.
it is in that square.
I think it's there on that X.
All right, so then we're going to check. So I don't know if I pointed this out, but it says right here, when complete, check page 70. So now we're going to go to page 70 here.
Well, we aren't complete yet. I mean, are we complete? We're going to check to see that we did okay. Look at that.
I think he's good.
Rusty, I think you did really well.
All right.
Maybe close to that, but
We
I think we missed it. I think you just came within a hair's breadth of it. Pretty great.
Page.
Look at that. I think you hit that almost exactly correct, too. Rusty's doing these from now on.
All right, so we're going to turn this over to the answers.
Oh, okay. There's
Oh,
one.
so it wasn't.
Whoop.
Maybe we didn't. Oh, no, I'm sure we did. Yeah, it's even clearer here.
It's even clearer. That's why they've
Wow.
got the color.
But it's still kind of a hair's breadth of
It's
that one.
close. But you are a cadet flying for,
Boimler. I mean, he's not completed.
All right. So then we turn to page 70 and we've got Ion Storm. If you hit any red, you can't dodge all the plasma bursts, and several
You didn't? Or
hits. Yeah, you didn't. I'm just reading it. Do we even want to read that out loud? Because we didn't hit any.
Well, go ahead. It was good
Okay.
to hear what we...
Let's see. Plasma bursts, and several hits weaken the shuttle's hull, and you would lose a merit for that. Okay? If your path hit any yellow, flying through the gaseous clouds causes the ship's hull to sustain mild damage. You would lose a merit for that. Then we are, if you missed
The target?
the green goal,
Yeah, we didn't.
the ion storm is too unstable, and you have to make a second pass to get within range, lose a merit. Okay? But I think we were pretty successful, so the storm seems to be worsening, and you're barely able to position the shuttle within a sensor range of the Shavas. There's no answer to your hails. Uh-oh. And scans indicate the freighter is moments away from destruction. Gain any remaining merits, then continue to page 4.
Okay.
Sweet. Now we erase this because we're going to have to
we're done
use
with
it
that one.
again.
Yep.
And we go to page 4.
Nice job, Rusty.
Thank you.
You were so nervous, and you did great.
Does that mean I get a promotion to ensign?
That's true. I don't think you were happy, and then your clone or whatever the heck happened there.
All right. Lincoln, do you want to read this, or do
Sure,
you want
I'll
to
read it.
continue with Rusty? So page 4, please.
Okie dokie. Hopefully it's another ensign. Or no, cadet. Okay, Vulcan Rescue. Your scan detects several life signs on board the Shavas, but the ion storm is interfering with the Heisenberg compensators.
Uh-oh.
All right. You only have a brief window to transport the Vulcan survivors off the ship before it explodes.
Uh-oh.
Lock onto their transporter coordinates before it is too late. Draw the 4 start dots on the clear screen.
Okay.
After removing the screen, use the computer's dotted line as a guide to connect the 4 dots and lock onto the Vulcan's transporter coordinates.
How many
I
merits?
have no idea. We get a total of 4 merits. Meritocracy.
1, 2, 3, 4. And what is it telling us we need to use?
We need this and the pen and the one with the Vulcans in the transporter and the thingy. Vulcan Rescue. They tell you on the bottom of the sheet what it is.
Sweet.
Oh,
Then you
nice.
don't have to pull the whole thing
Yeah.
out. Okay, so there's a red line. That seems bad. Then there's the dotted line, and then there's the dots.
Oof.
So those are the dots we have to draw for our... What are we trying to do again?
We're trying to just basically trace an outline of their, that's their transporter coordinates or whatever.
We can get a lock on them.
Around them?
Yes.
I-
Hey, Rusty.
Oh, we're going to see that blob of humans. Well, they're
Yeah, it's
Vulcans,
like-
so the blob of Vulcans.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Inside Out. Oh, no, that's another Star
Yeah.
Trek movie.
And exploded.
And it exploded. I don't know how good that is. But
It's beautiful, Rusty. Or Lincoln.
I'll let Rusty do this one. I should have done the first one.
Make sure it's a
Pens
apart.
Pens breadth away. Hair's breadth away.
have fun.
Thank you. It's a shame that O'Brien was out sick today.
There, you're getting your learning.
He's getting his lower deck
He's
stuff.
getting his
action.
learning in.
Wow.
I already feel like we're in trouble.
Oh, no.
You want me to do it?
No, I got it. I got it. It's fine.
Okay.
I'm
Boy,
gonna...
this is the worst one.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
at this.
It's only the second pathway puzzle.
Well, I really think you've gone outside the range.
We're
there.
in
You've
trouble.
really gone outside the range there, Rusty. Look at that angle. It's very shallow, and then it comes to a smaller dot. You can reorient it
I
here.
will reorient it.
Get a basic shape and then start erasing
Well, I mean,
and adjusting.
it's more of an art than a science.
That's right.
I honestly feel you got. I'll let you go with what you want there, but
More science than art.
is that what he says in the movie? I think he says more art than science in Galaxy Quest.
It is more art than science.
I thought that was Rick Sanchez.
Might
Yeah,
be there too.
most people don't realize it. You know, science is more art than science. Let's see, what do we think about that? Is that all right?
We've gone out of the red over here, Rusty.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll be careful.
I really feel you've gone like a little bit too far.
Too far.
So it's like if you look at the line,
Yeah.
it's sort of, if you go here, that curve is like sort of slightly above that dot, but not too far. I think you're a little too far, but you do what you want because this is bad. I'm backseat driving here.
Okay.
Boy, that one's bad too, man. I think we're gonna have some messed up Vulcans. We'll try our best. Sorry, guys. We blame the ion storm. Oof. Okay.
What do we think? Let's take a look at this.
I feel this bump doesn't go out enough. I'm not even sure that the head is... the head's probably in the right spot. But that shoulder might get zapped. But it's close. Yeah, I think that this has just a little bit more of a curve there to his shoulder.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty good there. That'll probably be fine. It does kind of look straight. I think you have the right idea there.
Narrow up the line.
Okay.
We're doing it?
Let's go for it. Okay, you can fix whatever you want. You got a shot here.
I think that's all right. We're going to do it.
Okay.
Let's see what
I'm a
blobs
little
we get.
worried about right here,
Yeah. Let's flip it and find
Let's
out.
just see.
And double dip it. Hey, boy, that guy's arm.
Not high enough.
But we didn't hit any yellow. That's pretty amazing. But that poor arm is...
That arm's toast. But they can maybe live,
Okay, let's see the book here. What do we got here? Page 70, I think is what it said.
I think.
Page 70. I think we're going to lose some of our meritocracy. Meritocracy.
Just make sure it says Vulcan Rescue on
I
it
will.
also.
I will. Vulcan rescue. If your path hit any red, the Vulcan's ship deflector shields. Vulcan ship's deflector shields are still up.
Oh,
You
darn.
boost the power you boost power to the confinement beam to make sure nobody loses a limb during transport. Lose 2 merits.
Ooh,
We didn't hit any
1,
yellow, though. But
2.
if we hit any yellow, the interference from the storm is worse than you expected. You have to modify the phase discriminator to get the transporter to lock on. I'm talking about tokens. Lose 2 merits. So either one of those would have been 2 merits. As both ships are jostled by the storm, you get a lock on the Vulcans. Just as they materialize on the shuttle, the view screen shows the Shavas explode. Gain any remaining merits. Continue to page 5.
So we only get 2. instead of all
no,
of
that was
them.
hard. I feel that was really
Yeah.
hard. And
And if we had like hit red here, which we didn't actually, I think we were
I
actually
think
okay.
we're clear.
We would have been fine.
You did really well on the yellow. Oh boy, we hit the head too. That guy almost got wiped
Yeah.
out.
But remember,
may
we
be
would
a
have been
lady.
fine because this is the same color.
right, that's what I'm saying. We're okay. We could have
Yeah.
hit red all over the
If
place.
we hit the yellow,
all we need to do is
also,
just go. You're gonna hit red once. You just do this circle inside here.
Yeah.
And not worry about
Forget it. Just
straight lines. Avoid one of the obstacles and not the other. Okay.
next.
We got the goo on the ship. That was close enough.
Yeah.
Personal log. I've been studying my old academy notes on Klingon society. They are battle-hardened warriors who adhere to a strict code of honor. Surprisingly, despite their militant culture, Klingons have a great passion for music, opera, and poetry, especially Shakespeare in the original Klingon. Although I didn't fully appreciate it when forced to read it in school, the poem "The Fall of the Kang" still sticks with me. Maybe I should try Gach. Although I can't see myself jumping at the chance to eat live worms. Yeah, I don't know about that. If a Klingon ever offers it to me, I need to eat it without so much of as a grimace to avoid offending them. I should grimace. That's a hamburger. I could ease into Klingon cuisine with a cup of raktagino, but the replicator in my quarters has been glitching. Everything tastes a bit off. It's not enough to bother with a repair quest, so maybe I'll put my engineering training to use and figure it out myself. Computer end log. Continue to page 6. At your service. I guess we're going to talk about food here. This is the replicator console. Nikki P, your turn to
Okay.
read.
All right.
Well, at least they didn't get destroyed.
At your service, even after all of your advanced engineering courses at the academy, sometimes the best solution is the simplest. Your first step to troubleshooting the system is to turn it off and then turn it back on again.
We know about that one.
Okay. Follow the restart procedure from the computer's manual file and engage the correct buttons to troubleshoot your replicator. Then you'll need to review the back end of the restart log if you want to see why your leftovers have been tasting off. Leftovers. Okay.
Really? I don't feel there'd ever be leftovers.
I know. I don't know. It says leftovers. I think it's a hint because it is in a color. All right. The food replicator restart procedure. This is going to be, you are going to need, let's start with that. You're going to need the replicator console, which is this. We are going to do 3 merits, 1, 2, and 3. This is going to be a word answer, so we got the red boxes on this page. I will, or let's just always use the first puzzle. How's that? Okay, food replicator restart procedure. 1, access the console.
I think that's here.
Okay.
Okay.
2, select manual.
What are we supposed to be doing? We would determine which buttons are what?
Follow the restart procedure from the computer's
Here we go.
here manual file and engage the correct buttons to troubleshoot your replicator. Then you'll need to review the back end of the restart log if you want to see why your leftovers have been tasting off.
Must be left, something left.
I wonder if this has something to do with combinations of colors, because we have each of these words has a different color, or it appears to so far. So if we went console, manual, override, and then to begin calibration,
We do the same order of colors.
Maybe.
But it's a word we're looking for, so...
Is it a word?
Yeah, this is a word answer.
So I'm wondering if it will let us know one of these rows based off of that color combination. But calibration, I don't know where calibration... Oh, there's calibration. So we'd be looking for something that's purple, blue, purple, white. Would that be...
Would that give us a word?
Well, it may give us a combination here. Is there a purple, blue, purple, white? I don't see a purple, blue, purple, white. Unless it means we're looking for something in this region, but then manual would be possibly a grid type situation, but that doesn't seem to work because manual doesn't have anything here.
Wow, I have no idea.
Set to 0, 0, 0. And there's no... Oh, there's a
Well,
0, 0,
here's
0 here.
order water specifically, and this says select a beverage. There's no water. Tea
It
hot,
doesn't say
tea
specify, it's
ice.
saying order water, specify tonic.
It's water specify.
Well,
And then
tonic.
So, I mean, even if we were to draw lines...
Do you think it's making something? Oh, okay. I was going to say, yeah, you were doing exactly what I was guessing there. They don't say you need the pen, though, so it's not. But let's see, because that's kind of the only thing I can think of. Console, manual,
override,
calibration.
Set to 0, 0, 0. System update is up here. Restart menu, which was over here, and then water specify tonic.
What color is that? But what would that tell us here? Maybe it's the color that we pick the most?
You know what we ought to try to do? Let's trace the path of what we're doing.
Okay.
So it's telling us to access the console.
Then
go
select
to
manual.
There.
Right.
Then override.
Override. Okay, I said overdrive. Calibration.
I think that's over here.
Okay. Oof.
Begin
We'll just go this way.
calibration.
We actually should have some arrows to show this, maybe that shows the process.
I think that was the other way.
Was manual that?
That's right.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it right.
Calibration.
Calibration. What's next?
Set to 0, 0, 0.
0, 0, 0.
Wow. It's a big fat mess over here.
Then go to
yeah.
system update.
System update.
Up there.
Then go to restart menu.
We saw that earlier. Where is that at?
Restart.
It's going to be.
Oh, menu. Menu. So it's right there.
Yeah, menu.
I
Okay.
see.
That's what's in yellow.
Okay.
Then order, and that would be water specify tonic.
Water specify. Oh, right.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll see what this tells us on the back side of the board
Right,
because
because
I really
it says
don't know what we're
look
doing.
at the back of the
Yeah.
console now.
I have no idea. Let's hope
Or
that
the
this
back
actually
end.
works. Ah.
I think that's...
Okay, that shows us.
So
sort of here.
that is what letters are we hitting, and I think that's going to give us our word or our letters or whatever.
So the unused letters are E, O, R,
E.
R. Error?
Error. It's got to
Error.
be error because we didn't
Yeah,
use
we
this
didn't use
one.
that one. E-R-R-O-R. Okay, well, there you go. Wow, that's a weird puzzle.
That is very strange. And it said nothing about using this.
Yeah,
How would
I did,
you-
but I mean, I didn't know what to
Wow.
do to track it. I just figured if maybe we did it in order, then we. This isn't even what I was
And-
thinking we would get.
And so the leftovers meant what was left over.
Yeah, so
That-
error.
yeah.
Okay, well, that's why
Leftovers.
we're getting an error.
Woo!
So let's look at
So
the.
that's a word puzzle, like a... Yeah, okay.
I'm not sure that we solved that the way we're supposed to, but
I'm not sure we did either.
I wonder if we could have done the same thing. We could have just. Well, we didn't know that there were letters. I had
Yeah.
no idea what was going on here. Okay, well, cool.
All
Let's
right.
go with that.
So then we think we got it.
Wow, that was actually...
So we look up
the word error.
on what page is it on?
That doesn't tell us because we just go alphabetically
see.
in the answers
it was like
and
the
hints.
first one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Error.
Interesting. That's weird. I wonder how we were supposed to do that.
I don't know.
Error. You see an error message indicating that an unknown synthetic substance was flushed from the system during the reboot. You wonder what it was, but at least your Rakijo tastes good.
Okay.
What did you call
We were
that?
I was
Ractigino?
whatever it was. I was one.
Ractigino?
It was the Klingon food, I think.
Yeah, the drink,
Yeah,
right?
okay.
The Rakijo tastes good. Gain all remaining merits. Then continue to page 7. So
Okay.
somehow we managed it.
Yeah. I don't know how. What would you do? Would you get 0 merits if you didn't get it?
No, because it was a hint. A hint would take away. If you looked up the hint, it would take
I wonder what I don't even want to know what
away
they were, but I wonder what the hints were on that
I
because
don't
that's
know.
very strange. Okay.
a certain number. But if you want,
It's
an
funny though because I was like,
answer-
I wasn't sure what we were looking up, and then I saw EROR. I'm like, okay,
yeah.
error.
If we wanted to skip this puzzle because we didn't make the leap here to do this, we could have looked up the answer, and that would have taken away all the merits.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay,
right.
what's next?
So page 7, we're going to let Rusty read this because it isn't a puzzle, it's a personal log.
Personal log.
Ensign Howell. Personal log.
Yeah.
Life aboard the Euclid has been hectic this month. There's a nasty virus going around the ship.
Oh, yuck.
So anyone not in medbay is working double shifts. During my meals, I'm still poring over my Klingon notes. An interesting tidbit is that Klingons look down on politeness and traditional diplomacy. That makes sense because in their culture, fighting brings honor. If a Klingon insults you, you'd better give as much as you get if you want to get their respect. I hope I don't find myself as the butt of a joke or on the business end of a batleth, a Klingon's weapon of choice. Mm-hmm. Whether it's from bravado or belligerence, having to face off with a Klingon is pretty intimidating. Computer, end log. Continue to page 8.
Okay.
All right.
Probably a clue there. We probably weren't paying attention.
I
to
don't
the
know
previous
if
entry.
anything was maybe in yellow. It seems like the hints are sort of in yellow.
Yeah, there was nothing in yellow
Yeah.
on this page. It was just
See, because the other one was like, look at the back end, and that was in yellow.
leftovers.
Leftovers was in yellow.
Okay, boy. Now that we're getting this after the fact. But I still wouldn't have known. I think we kind
Yeah.
of did the right thing to do that, but it didn't say you needed the pen and the transparency.
No.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. Maybe you write down what you... But they weren't on the back side. I
That
still
was
don't
a
understand how
jump.
we're supposed to do that one, yeah.
infection.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Why am I covered in goo?
Goo.
Medbay is short-staffed, and the chief medical officer requested volunteers to examine the virus that's been infecting the crew. You come in, and Dr. Tilley puts you to work. You try to make a good impression, being friendly and showing your enthusiasm for the first medical duty on board. But she responds coldly, showing you the samples to analyze, and moves on to another station. She's rather austere, even for a Vulcan.
Wow.
Compare the virus to the samples in the database, looking for matching traits. Once you have identified the matching samples, you should be one step away from isolating the source of the disease. This is a word puzzle with 5 letters in the word. We're going to need the virus sample slides times 9, so I guess there's 9 virus samples. And we're going to need the TR580 tricorder and infrared filter.
And
those
merits,
Oh,
2.
2 merits.
Wow, that sounds a lot of work for just 2 merits.
1,
There is
2.
the infrared filter, also known as a red piece of plastic.
TR580.
9 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I'm not sure what we're supposed to... I'm sure we're going to look at them and get stuff off of it.
I believe we will need to
That
install.
looks like,
Yeah, it looks
Oh,
like
it's
there's
Here,
a
I'll hold
slot.
Okay.
and let's do that. It's busy enough.
Do they have a tricorder sound on that app?
I'm sure there's somewhere
I
is
mean, I'm
a,
sure if I pay for the full-on Dealy Bopper, it'll give it to us.
a dealy bopper.
That's
fun.
a technical term.
I like this kind of stuff with the thingy.
Okay, so what do? We're looking specifically at...
Do you want to?
Yeah, well, let's read
so
it.
you
It
can
tells
read
us...
it again?
Yeah,
oh,
go
I
ahead.
thought he went through.
We
Go ahead,
compared
Rusty,
the
go ahead,
virus
read
to
it.
the samples in the database.
Okay, that's what you were doing.
Are those all the samples?
Are these... We don't need these,
We
right?
don't know.
Those look like slides, that's what I thought. But they must be memory
Yeah,
cards or
something.
circuit boards.
All 9. So
Yeah.
those are 9 of them.
We're just going to look at all of them?
Yeah.
So what do we...
Is that a
That looks like
image?
a kidney?
A kidney? I don't know. It looks kind of like a flame or...
Looks like a
from my...
bird.
Okay.
Wow.
So,
We're just going to look at all of them.
yeah.
Just says look at
Compare
all of
them.
them.
Okay. So there's
Kind of
Some
bird-like.
floating
a
dots.
lot of dots.
Coronavirus to the samples.
Is it a bird flu?
Oh,
Oh, we're looking
this
for
is
that.
the virus.
Okay.
That looks like the.
Well, this was that
it looks
flamey
like the
thing.
green blobbies. That's the flamey thing.
So that's the flamey thing right there, Rusty, right?
Let's take a look.
Yeah, that's that.
Yep.
Okay, and then this, I have no idea
It's
what
the
that
red dot, isn't it? Or the spikies? Or the
Oh, it
red
was
dots?
upside down,
These
I'm
were
sorry,
the.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
all right. These are 9
was like an eye or something?
dots. This looks like a smiley face.
It is a
It's
smiley face.
Or it
It's a
could be
happy
essentially-
virus.
So I don't think that's in there.
Oh, I see what
Happy
you're... So
snowman
it's
face.
going to be the ones... Okay, what about this
Yeah,
one?
I
Are those the
think.
kidney, the little...
That's the kidney shaped deals.
It's those 3 right there.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Interesting. Okay, here we go. I think that's this bit here. Yes, it's
The
those 3
red
red
dots.
dots. Okay.
Okay.
Here we go. That is a... I don't know. That is a blob.
Blob.
It is that blob right there, but there's
It
not a
is,
second
isn't
one.
it?
But you notice it's
It's,
that.
Yeah.
it could
It's
t-
that
there's a
piece. Could be
little,
that-
yeah. Without this one's outside of it, that blob.
This looks like that's gonna... No, that's something else. That's
That's
not in there.
Yeah,
That-
that's not in there.
That doesn't look good. Who wants that
Nope.
one?
That looks like it could be
Wait.
some form of bug bed. But
Well, that's the whole
that's
the whole
exterior.
exterior, yeah.
okay.
That's 5 of them, but
Yep. I mean, that's probably what we got
Well,
so
let's
far.
get there. Then we'll
Let's-
try to
let's-
make a word out
Well, we
of
still have
it.
a little bit more of these.
Yeah, he's got more.
okay.
This one is yes.
I think
No.
no, because it looks like a
To yin yang.
yin yang. Yeah, that was the word I was looking for. Thank you.
Okay, what's the deal with this? Is this the card?
That's what we're trying to identify then.
That's
Okay.
what we're trying to. Oh, put
Did it
that
show
over it
something?
again. Did that do anything to
Well,
anybody?
it gets rid of the red dots. Okay, so then what are we getting here?
Maybe we get rid of the ones that were the red dots. Maybe we get rid of this card.
We've
but
got
it's still
5 of them.
It's 5 pieces though,
Oh,
so
never mind.
I'm not sure what we're supposed to get there. And
What if we
TXN.
Toxic.
Toxin.
Toxin.
I was going to
okay.
say maybe we
Toxin.
put these in order of the numbers. 1,
Oh, that's a good idea.
23, 45. We still, I think we
Yeah,
still
we
got
solved it,
it,
yeah.
but
We did,
Yeah,
but
okay.
let's.
that was it.
There's a way to do it.
Toxin.
Okay, cool.
Toxin.
Look it up on the back of the book.
Back of the book.
Good job.
Yay.
Toxic. I need to read ahead there. I know.
Toxin. You discover that the virus is actually a synthetic toxin resembling the venom of the Limatia, a predator native to the planet Vulcan. Could this be related to the synthetic substance cleared out of your replicator when you restarted it?
Oof.
Okay.
So there was a toxin inside of our drink in our replicator?
Well, I guess
Okay.
only that something was non-synthetic
No, I thought it was a
or
synthetic.
synthetic was
Yeah, I don't
dumped.
Yeah.
Okay. Gain all remaining merits and continue to page 8. We're doing okay.
That was only one, though,
We
right?
only missed one.
Well, that was 2.
Threw out
two,
one
yeah.
merit.
Yeah, 2. We threw out 2. Because
Was
it was a
it
4.
two
It was
for
a
that
4.
We
one?
lost. Yeah, we lost
4.
2
I
merits on
thought
that.
it was one merit. Where did it? We're going to page 8.
I do like the idea of just
8?
doing your tricorder.
I think I read that it's 8, but it's page 9. You go.
You go. Okay, lucky break. Luckily, Dr. Talai had a Limatia antivenom already present in her body, making her immune to the synthetic poison and able to quickly fabricate an antidote for the crew. Was that a lucky break? You wonder how Dr. Talai got her immunity. You continue to help in medbay while the crew recovers, and you notice something else strange. Crew members across the ship were infected, but it seemed to occur in concentrated clusters. Determine which deck of the ship somehow avoided the outbreak.
I was gonna say
So
who
no
was
additional
eating
tools
what,
needed.
But
There's some symbols to the
here, 2
merits.
merits for this
Meritocracies.
puzzle.
And we're supposed to be able to figure this out from.
So this is a multiple choice one, and we've got the infected deck status. What does that dot mean?
Well, they're in the symbol.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
So the one that doesn't have, you look at all of the things.
So I think we stack it, right?
Something that might not be in this shape right here is not in the.
Right. This one, the torpedo bay,
Yeah.
because these two are. This absolutely is there. This is in that one.
Yes.
Although it sort of does it if you have this piece here, but I don't
It's not.
see it though, right? And that's only if you overlay them.
Yeah. This
You
is
think that's what it is?
yeah,
Deck
this,
12?
This is the only one that is not in any of the 3.
Okay, let's try it out.
Okay, so we will look up Torpedo
Torpedo
Bay.
Go ahead, Rusty.
All right. Let's take a look.
Does it give you the page or just alphabetical again?
Alphabetical again.
Alphabetical.
And I completely missed it.
Overshot it.
Torpedo Bay.
Yay.
Deck 12 had significantly fewer cases of the poisoning by the synthetic toxin. You're not sure what you're looking for, but it might be worth checking for anomalies on that deck. Gain all remaining merits, then continue to page 10.
Huh.
If we need to start asking for hints, then we would be
I wonder how much harder these other ones get.
getting there.
I mean, this is
and
not
taking
easy.
away.
This one was weird. but-
Okay, so let's go ahead and cover this page because this is going to
Oh,
be
a
fun.
maze.
Full-on maze.
Yeah. Jeffrey's tubes. You head to deck 12 to investigate and notice a hatch to a service tube that has been left open. Jeffrey tubes aren't normally open, except for scheduled maintenance. So you check the wall panel to view the schedule. While a few crawlways on this deck are due for maintenance, others have been accessed without authorization. Something is definitely off.
Crawlways.
Examine the tubes that shouldn't be open. To make sure you don't miss anything, use the schematic on the next page to follow each tube from end to end.
Oh boy. Well, they are numbered. What?
You'll need the pen and the flex piece of.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're gonna.
We'll start with 03, right?
So and that's indicates closed, and open is the green 0.
What does this mean, due?
Due for maintenance?
Oh,
It says
so
that it's due, but it's the X means that it's not due for maintenance. So it shouldn't be.
Open.
Wait a second.
Do you hit all the ones that are not due for maintenance but are open?
Oh, maybe anything that's
Yeah.
blue X and due is fine, or that is open and not due.
Open and not due. I bet. So we
Is-
would do
yeah.
4.
So 4 would be
It's here.
one of those. It's not-
Down
Isn't
here.
that 04 is there too as well?
Oh, 4.
Oh, I thought that said 04 there.
It does.
Oh.
We maybe have to connect that circuit,
Yeah, you probably do.
which is not hard to do.
Then,
Open and due for maintenance. So 05 is fine, right?
yep.
06
Are we making a word on this page or something?
probably.
Let's just see if we can. Do we? Because I mean, I feel it's a maze, right?
It might be
The schematic here.
on the other when we turn the page, you know. Okay.
I mean, I don't know that that's correct. I was just doing it to see what.
All right.
No, that's
like an
perfectly
S.
fine.
Open and due for maintenance is 7.
Which is fine.
Right, so we would.
Oh,
No, we don't.
It's not open and due.
And
7
then-
is open and not due for maintenance, so it shouldn't be. So 7 is the other one we should connect.
Well, we didn't do. Oh no, it's not open. Okay.
Yeah.
But this one is due. Is that the one we need to figure out? I don't know.
Well,
No,
it's
we
closed.
did 4.
Okay.
It's closed. It's open
It's due, but it's
and
not open.
it's not. It's
It's closed, but it's due.
open
I'm talking about 3.
I'm sorry.
It's closed, but it is due.
Yes.
Okay, so 7 is open, but it's not due for maintenance, so it shouldn't be open. So this was 7 here, and this was 7 here. So this looks like it would go...
Are we supposed to draw those, you think, on all of those?
I am drawing the ones that are open but
Due.
shouldn't be due for maintenance.
Open and due, closed and not due, closed and not due, closed and not due, closed and due, open and not due. So I think 14 is the next
Okay.
one, right?
Okay.
So 14.
Well, I drew the one that was 4 was open and due. Or no, that was 5. Open and not due.
You did 4. Open. Wait, did we flip that, Rusty? Number 4?
Well, 4 was open, but it wasn't due. So we wanted to... 8 needs to be done as well also, wouldn't it? We missed 8.
But it is open.
Right, but it shouldn't be open because it's not due for maintenance.
It says due for maintenance.
But it says X. If it were due, it would say due, wouldn't it?
These X's and O's are only referring to these.
Right.
I don't know what we're doing now. That's all that I'm...
Well, I thought the issue was that there were Jeffrey's tubes that were open that shouldn't be.
Okay.
So
Exactly.
if it was open and it wasn't due for maintenance, then that's the issue.
Here's the deal. This key only relates to this
Right.
here. Okay? Mm-hmm. I'm not worrying about if it's closed and it's due, right? Closed, due.
Mm-hmm.
This one is open and not due. That's shouldn't be open because it's not due for maintenance,
Correct.
right? And this one is open and due for maintenance, so who cares? 5 is great. This one is closed and it's due for maintenance. That's a whole other thing, right?
That's not due for maintenance.
Oh, right, it didn't say due. This one is open
I think what we're trying
and
to do is come
not.
up with 3 letters.
Open and not.
We have SP so far, if this is correct.
It's open and due, so we don't care. That's great. That is closed and not, closed and not, closed and not. Now this one is closed, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's due. And this one is open. And the 14's open, and it is not due for maintenance, so it shouldn't be open.
Okay.
Oh, we didn't put merits in, so it's 4. So
I think we need change.
yeah, so take out 10.
7, 8, 9, 10.
10.
Okay.
There's 4.
So we've done 14, we've done 7, and we've done 4. I think we might have missed 8. Because
Okay.
8 is also open and due. And 8 is
It's gonna go. It's
here.
spy. It's spy.
It has to be spy.
Yep. Just draw that and it makes it a spy.
It's down there at the bottom.
Okay.
What?
It's a 3-letter word.
I'm just wondering how
So
you
when-
see that.
What do
So-
you see there? SPY.
S,
Oh, yeah.
P, and Y.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So
Look at the page on... Oh, it's another word in the book, yeah.
Right. Oh, that's
So
very
Spy put the
clear when you
toxin in
take
it
it off of that.
okay. Spy. Yes, there we go. The 4 Jeffrey tubes lead to the 4 replicator control hubs for the entire ship. With this evidence and the error you found in your replicator, you think it's time to notify your supervisor or superior.
Does it say supervisor?
It says superior.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
It's okay.
Gain all remaining merits, then continue to page 12.
Okay.
So we got 4 for that one. 1, 2,
Nice. Ooh,
3, 4.
another personal log.
Uh-oh.
I reported to Chief Hansen and explained that someone had entered the Jeffries tubes without authorization. I also shared my suspicions that the toxin infecting the crew had been introduced through the replicators by Dr. Tilley. Chief Hansen dismissed my concerns and issued a reprimand for acting outside the chain of command.
There's the spy right there.
Oh, come on.
Gotta be. I thought my actions were justified, but on top of the reprimand, Chief Hansen reassigned me from daybreak shifts to night cleaning duty for a week.
That sounds bad.
That's what you get for doing your job. That's
Yeah.
probably right, Chief Hansen, the spy.
I still can't shake the feeling that something strange is happening on board, but I'll keep my head down for now. I'm still studying up on the Klingons when I have time. Fun fact, there are many ways to make Klingons mad, but I think the funniest is to say they have a smooth forehead. To a human, that might be a compliment, sort of. But tell that to a Klingon, and it'll probably be the last thing you ever say. Computer, end log.
That is goofy. Okay.
All right, so we now have Warp Core.
Okay.
That's another map thingy here, probably.
It is. It is another,
it needs
path.
You're cleaning the engine.
It might be Nikki's turn to do this.
Might be. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
But let's go through this.
There you go, warp core.
You're cleaning the engine room midway through your night shift when a strange energy surge cascades around the warp core. Ensign Miller runs for the control room, shouting that the plasma transfer conduits have overloaded. As the ship goes to red alert, plasmatic energy shoots from the core, missing you by mere inches.
That's horrible.
Make your way to the control panel and then get out of main engineering. But there's so much smoke you can't see anything. Special. If you draw your path without looking at the warp core path card, you gain an extra merit.
What?
You may study it as long as you want first.
I'm not doing that.
Goals. Interact with the control panel and the exit. Hazards. Avoid the plasmatic energy and smoke. Boundaries. Avoid the engine room walls and structures. We're going to need the warp core pathway, the clear screen, and the dry erase marker. And it's 3 merits with a potential bonus
For
merit.
4, we might make up for the mistake.
If
that
I
we made.
close my eyes or not look at the thing,
You're
I'm not
supposed to not
doing
look at
that.
that. You're not supposed to look at it.
I don't think I could handle that.
Well, who wants to try it?
I mean, I think I could.
You're going to do it with your eyes.
It's not with closed. You
It's
just
not
get rid
closed.
of this.
Oh,
You get rid of the board.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
and
we,
you just draw it.
we need to get to here and then get out.
Oof.
I mean, we can not go for the bonus and just hopefully, as long as we don't hit anything, take the 3 merits and not get any bonuses.
I'm gonna use these pieces here to just track it. I'm gonna cheat, Nikki P.
I think that would be, yes.
It doesn't seem that hard looking at it, so I almost feel like we should go for the hard one.
Okay. I mean, why are we playing safe, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
So
want me
I'm
to
gonna
do
try.
it, or are
I'll
you
try.
going to try to do
I'll
it?
try.
Okay, so take that. No.
Oh yeah. Well, it doesn't matter, but you're right. Get it out of there. Okay.
Go, Lincoln. Don't
I think that
forget
should be
to
straighter than that, but
hit.
I think you were on.
I think he was too. Hit the control panel.
I don't think he's too bad.
How's it look?
Eek. Were both sides kind of like that?
I think both sides were kind of. What's the word?
Both walls here.
Not parallelogram, but yeah. Really? Okay. So you think it was?
I think they both were.
I think you can't look
I know.
unless you want to not do the bonus.
I mean, I'm not looking. I'm
Rusty's just being careful. Wandering eyes and everything.
let's go for it. Let's just see what
All
we
right.
got here. I mean, we're gonna hurt ourselves if we do. Oh, I think you guys are right.
You avoided the clouds, but you hit the wall on the way out. I would say.
Yeah, I hit yellow.
Yeah.
Wow, amazing.
So
So it
let's
needed
see
to
what
come
happens.
back in a little bit there.
So yeah, a little bit of yellow.
Okay, so let's see.
Oh,
What
it's
page
at the
does it look?
And this goes
Wow.
to.
Look at that
Check
though. I mean,
71.
so close to
I
that.
know you're so
Yeah.
perfect though.
And I think I was smart going back a little bit
Yes,
there
you
because I
were.
was pretty far. I might have touched yellow there. Boo. So just right there.
Warp Core.
Boo.
If your path hit any yellow, you rarely work in main engineering, so you don't have the floor plan memorized. You rush blindly, bumping and tripping from computer console to wall panel. Lose 1 merit.
All right. Still.
I think I did okay.
You reroute functions from the main engineering computer to the control room Ensign Miller is in. But when you stagger through the door to join her, you find Miller on the floor. She's been struck by a power surge and can't stand. Gain any remaining merits, then continue to page 14.
What did we, if we hadn't hit anything and we did it without looking, what were we going to gain?
1 additional token, right? Merit token.
Did it say
Right.
1 additional specifically?
Well, it was 1 additional if we did this without looking.
Well, we did, so
We
we
did.
get it.
But if we hit any of the red, we'd stumble into the leaking coolant, burn your eyes as you make your way to the door, lose 1 merit. If we missed either of the 2 green goals, it's so hard to maneuver around hissing gas coolant and crackling electroplasma, you can't get the
I
correct
think we
code in the
got
panel.
4. I think we get 4 merit tokens anyway.
It was 3 originally, but we'd get a bonus
Okay,
token.
okay.
So we got 3
Okay.
because
So
we
we
hit
get
1.
a bonus token
Sweet.
from here because we didn't look at
Right.
that. So 1,
A 2.
2,
That's what I
3.
Boy, I really didn't have that last bit remembered very well.
It's okay. You did way better than either of us would have done.
Yep.
Well, then I feel like you really need to do that without looking so that you gain your benefit so that you know, because you know you're, I mean, it's not that, it's tight here. I'm shocked I made it through there. And I couldn't believe how straight it was there. That's crazy.
That
Okay.
was crazy.
Okay. I really like the illustration on that side
Yeah.
there. It's really
Yeah.
great.
Pretty. Okay.
Core shutdown. The warp core is
Oh,
growing
core.
more unstable, and Chief Hansen isn't answering their comm badge. Ensign Miller says she knows how to manually shut it down, but she's too hurt to reach the engineering console. Although she can't see the chips from across the room, she thinks she can walk you through it. Figure out which isolinear chip moves where based on Miller's instructions. Flip over the cardboard tray in the game box to access the engineering console.
All right. So what else do we need?
We are going to need the engineering console, panel 451 on the right side, and we're going to need the 4 isolinear chips.
Those? Okay.
And we are going to need 4 merit tokens.
Merit tokens.
Okay.
I'm going to probably change out some stuff here again, too. Don't throw the 10 back in that we gained. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay.
Okay, so here's the box, and we're supposed to take the liner out, you said? Mm-hmm. All right. So there's the liner.
Oh, cool. Hey, it looks kind of like we're HAL 9000 in here.
And
2001.
it says we're going to use the right side of the engineering console,
That's neat that it was part of the
part of the box itself.
box.
So there are symbols. Place the 4 isolinear chips in their start slots.
I think with the red dots is what Lincoln's doing.
Okay.
Match the 4 chips to these 4 different patterns. And there are 4 patterns here. Wow. We've got something we need to move over what is essentially 4 spaces and then down 1. So we know that can't be the 4th one.
Oh, I see what's going on. Okay, well, let's move this over there.
Are these potentially in order? Chip 1, chip 2, chip 3, chip 4? And then we just move chip 1 over 4 spaces and down 1?
Probably.
Okay, well, it can't be chip 1, right? Because chip 1 is this one.
But we have the ability to go over 4 spaces, don't we? Oh, but we can't go up.
Yeah, that is what I'm
That's a
saying.
good point. And we can't go over 4 spaces with chip 2, so that has to be chip 3.
Okay, so that goes, but it comes right here. Oh, no, it doesn't. 1, 2,
That wouldn't be up. Wouldn't that be down?
But the pattern would require us
this,
Oh, I see.
this,
I see.
this, this,
That's chip 3.
this,
to
this.
Perfect.
Okay.
Then we've got one that's going to need to wind up being able to move 3 spaces, two levels down, and at least 4 across?
It's 5, isn't it? 5 here.
Yeah.
It's going to be this one, right? It's got to be this one.
I think it's
this is the furthest one that's over this way to do that. So it's
1, 2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1 there.
Yeah, I think so.
And then this one is, woof. That one can't do that.
That one can't do that, so I think we need to put that one back.
I don't think so.
Or is
though.
it 4? We haven't moved this one.
It could be this one here that is the one that is
3 we moved already.
correct, but I think 3 might be wrong.
Yeah.
Because 3 is the furthest one over. I mean, it's like we got 2 of them that are that kind of a distance. This has to be this one, and then this has to be this one, and this one has to be this one, right? And then this could do 4, because it could go like this and down.
Yeah, so
This one would go up. Okay, so that's what it is. So 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So there we go. Okay, that's that one. And then this one is the other one that's the second longest one.
Okay.
So that's 1,
Down
2. Yep. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
And then these 2 are the ones left. We figured this one has to be this one, right? Not
Yeah.
necessarily. It does.
Well, we can't move 4 that way. How
that's
can we
true.
move? How can we move?
No, this can do 4. 1, 1, 1, 1. Oh wait, that can't, does it? No, it's. Oh, it is.
Are these the starting spaces and not where we're supposed to end up?
That's got to be what it is.
That's what it is. So that I think 4 was
That was
right.
correct.
Yeah, that's our problem here.
Yep. 3. That's fine, though. I think we have the right idea as far as, wow, that one we never did, I guess. So starting spaces, this can't do that for that one. This could do this one.
Well, this has to go up.
It has to go 3 up. So basically it's that one. Has to be that one, right? 1, da, 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 da.
Okay.
And then that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6, right?
This has to be
1,
able.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, this one has to be this one.
Yep.
So let's do that one.
Okay.
1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
Okay.
I think we did those correctly already. And then we have these 2 that need to be moved.
Well, since this one has to go up beyond, this has to be 2.
Right.
This has to be 2 because the one can't move up from where it's at.
Right.
I see what you're saying, yeah. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1.
And that leaves.
This one
The last
goes
one.
this way.
1, 2,
1,
3.
2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, so there's probably the orientation here. And they're probably based on number there still, don't you think? I'm just making it so you can read them symbol-wise.
That shows that the chip numbers are down here at the bottom.
Okay, so
and there's
2.
a code here. So chip 2, what is
It's on this epsilon. Or
epsilon,
whatever.
which is an F.
Okay, F.
Okay, chip 3.
Yep. Is on the double S.
Okay, here. Okay, that's U. Chip 4.
You're going to be okay.
What's F, right?
I know. I know. I was trying not to react.
This is like an infinity symbol.
That would be S.
Okay.
And chip 1.
Yep. Is like epsilon or whatever.
It
The
looks
Y.
like a Y.
Yeah.
E. So F-U-S-E is fuse.
Fuse. Okay.
Oh.
Started off kind of weird, but I wasn't sure.
A little worried about that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're to go to page fuse.
Yeah. You just look
Page
up
fuse.
Page fuse.
That was actually fun, but not really that hard. I think we were doing it right at one point, but I think we messed up. Hey, Fahrenheit 451.
You did it. Thanks to Miller, you shut down the warp core before the entire ship exploded. As the medical team rushes in to help, you wonder where Chief Hansen could be. Gain all remaining merits, then continue to page 15.
Hansen, come on.
Personal log. Last week, I survived the near explosion of the warp core, but unbelievably, the crises on board have only escalated since then. Chief Hansen has disappeared, and word around the decks is that they may have been responsible for the virus. When security checked the room, a comm badge was found discarded on the floor. I relayed my interactions with them to the interim chief and was told that Hansen had gone against protocol by not documenting or investigating my concerns.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's
The captain ordered a scan of the ship, but found no trace of Hansen's biosignature. We're not even sure Hansen's still on board, so we're on a standing yellow alert until we confirm their location. I guess I owe Dr. Talay an apology. Computer, end log. Continue to page 16.
Dr. Talay.
A hunch. Another word puzzle. Ooh, a long word puzzle.
Okay. Do you want to read that one, Lincoln?
I can read it.
There you go.
Cool. A hunch. While on a bridge shift, you're monitoring the navigation console when you see a small abnormality. You examine the exterior screens and see nothing to explain the blip. You can't quite let it go, though, especially with Chief Hansen on the loose. This doesn't feel like a coincidence, and you wonder if you might have seen the remnants of a cloaked ship. On a hunch, you look up ship schematics to try to match the anomaly that appeared on your screen. You will need no additional tools required. Okay, here we go.
Another word? Okay.
Yeah, it's a big
Ooh,
one.
it's a
It's
long
8.
one.
Well, it's a
Oh.
Klingon ship, right?
Oh,
two.
two.
Also 2 merits.
To merit.
That's the bird of prey, but
But what's this triple dots next to the?
Yeah, the arrows, what are those?
Well, I mean, it's going to spell.
do you match up the ships?
And one of them's lighter. This one's yellow.
I mean, that's where we start, I believe.
Okay.
Don't you think it's going to be like warship
1,
or
2,
something?
3.
Warbird or I can't read these. WS.
1, 2. That's what it is. It's movement. The arrows are movement. So this side, I think, goes 1. Oh wait, what did I do?
No, but 3 doesn't make sense. I mean,
I thought I figured it. I must have counted wrong.
it's okay.
I did 1, 2, 3 to make it match up with that, but that doesn't.
Well,
I'm
I mean,
sorry.
if you do this, I mean, I'm not certain here, but that's war 2 over here. That's war, no. WAR. It's supposed to be 8 letters. It could be warbirds.
Yeah.
Is that what we got here? I can't even.
But I don't see how it would connect. Are we...
I think we're trying to make the ships. So this is like a Klingon on that side, and here's the other half. This one, and here's the other half. This one and the other half. This one and this one are.
Well, if
the
we do it by this,
match.
so
Yeah.
WARBIRDS, right?
Oh, I see what you're
I
doing.
think I don't understand what the 3 thing is, but I believe that you're moving them over to like get into place. So this would be 1 over that. WAR 1, 2, B, I, 1. It's not 3 though, right?
That's the problem with that one. It's messing.
I'm pretty darn sure it's warbirds. Isn't that
Yeah.
Romulan warbirds?
Yeah, it would be a Romulan warbird. So I think so.
Oh wait, but aren't they birds of prey or the Klingons?
That's
all right?
Klingons.
Yeah. What do you think, Rusty?
I think you're right. I see that we start here and we go to the other side here, which completes the ship, this WA, and then we've got R, and we go to the second one now,
Right.
which completes the ship, is like you said, BI. The second side of this is here, which is the third one now, RD, and to complete that is back up there.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we could be blunt, brute force solving it, but I think it is warbirds. Let me
Sure,
read it.
I
let's see what
believe
say.
it.
I hope they got like, you are wrong. You totally guessed wrong. Warbirds. The answer stares you in the face. The Romulan warbird looked exactly like the abnormality you saw. It has a cloaking, and it has cloaking capabilities. Are the Romulans nearby? Gain all the remaining merits. Then continue to page 17.
Okay.
Okay. Romulan attack. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, here you go, Nikki P.
Okay.
Romulan attack.
Okay, Romulan attack. This is
I
going to be
know what we're going to need.
a path thing.
Yep.
Do you want me to do that? Tell you that first? Oh, you've got it.
I mean, I know.
Okay. And the pen and the clear sheet.
Yep.
And we're going to have 3 merits for this one.
Okie dokie.
Possible. A Romulan warbird decloaks to starboard and fires a volley, finding the Euclid at yellow alert. The phaser blasts are quickly dispersed by her shields. The warbird hails the ship, and Captain Coleman signals to open the channel. An image of a Romulan commander fills the view screen. She gazes smugly at the captain. Nice. Federation vessel, surrender or you will be destroyed. Captain Coleman answers firmly. Stand down, Romulan vessel, or we will respond with full force. The screen goes black and sensors detect the warbird powering up disruptors. Captain Coleman orders everyone to battle stations. And then it says, maneuver behind the warbird and prepare to return fire. Our goals, I can show that, are going to be interact with the defensive position behind the warbird. Oops.
I guess that's this bit over here. So over here.
Oh, yeah.
Is it interact? It is interact, okay.
Um,
Avoid the warbird and its disruptor fire.
right, and then
Avoid the asteroids.
asteroids.
Does it tell us we get a bonus
Asteroids.
merit if...
No, it's
good,
just
okay.
3.
I'm happy because I don't really want to try to do this one without... The other one was semi-doable. Who's going for this one? Nikki P, is it you?
I haven't done any of the drawings.
Okay,
Come on,
Can
here
we
you go.
switch it the other direction, though, so I can read?
Yes,
Oh,
of
yeah.
course. Well, you know the dot. All these little bits of paper here.
I know.
Okay, Nikki P. Use your drawing skills.
Well, I'm going to go around this way, because I could if I wanted to. Look at that.
Yeah.
But that's a tiny little gap, too. But I'm going to go this way.
Okay, well, I think... Yeah, do what you...
Maybe
Yeah.
that way's better.
No, do what you want. That was your first instinct. Go for it.
No, you know what? Because this is more
You
up
could go straight.
and straight.
And then you just
And
got to figure out where this
straight.
point is, and then into that. If you go, you could do
Yeah.
2 lines and get in there if you do the
Let's
right.
do it that
All
way.
right. Let's do it.
My second instinct, not my first instinct. Okay, we're going to go up. I'm not flying very smoothly.
It's okay.
Is that too high?
Maybe a wee bit high for that asteroid, just a wee bit.
Like that.
And then if you do a straight line
It
across,
should get me in there.
I would think so. Maybe a tiny bit more up.
Yeah, slightly angled up, just a hair.
Okay.
Like
now-
that?
Yeah, go for it.
A hair.
Angled just slightly up.
Oh,
as
but
you
yeah,
went
I
up.
think she can do a straight line and get there.
I see what you're saying. She
Yeah.
went up some, so yeah.
Like that.
Go a little bit further over, just to the edge,
Just
and
to
you
make
just to make
sure.
sure you're in there. Okay.
We got to be in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did go up a little bit.
That's
Are we
fine.
Okay
We should be
with
okay.
that?
We should be okay.
Look at that.
Yeah.
The best one yet. Okay, cool.
All right, we go to page 71.
Ortegas is flying the ship.
All right, 71. This was what?
Romulan attack.
Romulan attack. So I did a great job. I won't read any of that then because I did a great job. As the Euclid slips past the warbird, sensors indicate a transporter beam trying to penetrate your shields. Uh-oh.
That's-
Before anyone has time to investigate, the tactical officer deftly disables the Romulans' disruptor array, and the warbird recloaks and retreats.
Okay.
Gain any remaining merits, then continue to page 18.
Okay.
Woo!
3 merits again. Okay. I think we're doing
Do
too
you
well
want me? I think we are doing too well. Do you want me to read what would have happened if we
here. No, that's okay.
had problems? Okay. Cover. The chase.
Is it another thingy?
Oh, yeah. There's 4 merits to potentially get. There is no additional tools required.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. It's going to be a word puzzle thing.
Oh.
Captain Coleman orders not to give chase and to instead focus on who the Romulans had attempted to beam on or off the ship. I know, right? I guess they really need to know definitively.
Oh, yeah.
Security reports Chief Hansen was spotted heading for the transporter during the attack. The captain calls, I'm shocked, yes. The captain calls for red alert and orders additional teams to the search. Use the deck plans on the next page to track Hansen's path to the transporter room. All right, and then I'll start showing this one. Number 1, Hansen can go through each deck only one time.
This is like the Christmas one we
Yeah.
did.
On each deck, Hansen passes through exactly 4 corridors before taking a turbo lift or
Jeffrey's tube.
Jeffrey's tube to another deck. 3. Each turbo lift or Jeffrey's tube can only exit if there is a marked turbo lift or Jeffrey tube in the same location on another deck. 4. Hansen accesses every computer console trying to activate security barriers and slow down the crew's search. And there's a turbo lift mark, the Jeffrey's tube mark, the computer console, last known location, transporter room, and it's going to be a 4-letter answer.
Okay, so
Here are the decks.
through exactly 4 corridors. You can only go through each deck once. So my guess is we're going to be whatever letters are left over, right?
Maybe. Here's the last known location, so I would assume that's the starting point.
Okay.
And here's where we want to get. That's the transporter room. Computer consoles. And he has to hit every console, because he says every deck or corridor. He messes with the consoles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where does it say that?
Hansen accesses every computer console trying to activate security barriers and slow down the crew's search.
So that means he'd have to go up to here.
Absolutely.
So this.
And then that he probably took the turbo lift because
1,
it matches.
2.
Oh, 5. Yeah.
I know, but he went past it to go here, and we still have to go through 2 more corridors before he can leave. So Jeffrey's tubes will get him up to the next level. So 1, 2. That's still not
right,
4.
he can't go back.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
1, 2, 3. Is this another? I mean, is that 4? No, it would be.
He could
1,
go this
2,
way.
3, 4. It's this one up to this.
Okay.
Right. 5 to 9.
I agree.
So what do we got here? We've got
Oh, it spelled a word.
deck.
Of course. D-E-C-K.
Yep.
So now we're on this one. He has to hit that.
He gets out here.
Yep.
He has to hit the H. Do you think he goes to
TH.
here?
TH.
He has to.
1,
Or he takes the turbo lift.
2.
Or Jeffrey's turbo.
THIAR? No.
Would it spell one word on each deck?
I don't know. I mean, I think we're going to get 5 or something like that. Or no, I don't know.
Because it could just be TH. Oh, that one doesn't come up here, so it's not going to be that one.
Right.
The turbo lift gets.
It's going to be one of the turbo lifts. T. One, two, three,
THIR.
4.
And he comes up here and hits the D. Third, right?
Is that a D or an O?
It's a D, isn't it? It's a D. Third, right? Or no, I have that. Yeah.
Well, that is THIRD. Yeah. Okay.
Deck third
Yep.
with that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, now he needs to go past the computer console.
1, 2, 3. He has to hit all of them.
Yep.
So then another turbo lift.
4. Okay. So what we get there? L-E-T letter. Right.
Yeah.
G-E-R.
Letters.
Deck third letters.
Deck. The third
Third
letter
letters,
of each deck.
Oh, C
Yeah.
L U E. The third letter of each deck name.
Yes.
So clue is the word we're looking for.
Right.
Okay,
4-letter
wow.
word. Clue.
Okay, go ahead and look it up, Rusty.
Clue. You were able to cut off Hansen on their way to the transporter. Once they were in the brig, Dr. Tilley realized why they'd been avoiding the embarkation physical. Chief Hansen was a surgically altered Romulan spy.
Okay, there we go.
Gain all remaining merits, then continue to page 20.
I think we're kicking butt.
Probably an easy one.
Personal log. After further investigation, security determined that Hansen, in quotes, was a Romulan spy who was sent to sabotage the peace negotiations between the Federation and General Botath. Hansen had introduced the virus to the ship through the replicators, and when I almost discovered them, they destabilized the warp core. Hoping to eliminate me with the resulting power surges. If I can survive all that, I'm much less worried about meeting Klingons tomorrow.
Really obsessed with the Klingons.
Yeah. This ship is now in orbit above Arcanus 4, and General Botath designated a neutral location on the surface for the negotiations. Thanks to all my extra Klingon studies, I was pretty confident I'd be chosen for the away mission. But I was happily surprised when Captain Coleman also asked me to pilot the shuttle. I did find time to apologize to Dr. Tilley, but she said feeling sorry was illogical when I had used sound judgment to protect the ship. Computer, end log. Continue to page 21. Ooh, there's still more.
There's
I'm
still
not
more.
surprised.
Okay.
I thought we were wrapping
Shuttle
it up.
landing. Okay, we're going to need this again. I guess we're probably going someplace.
Yeah. Shuttle landing. The towering flues of Arcanus 4 are visually stunning, but the concentrated geothermic gases they vent make it impossible to land a ship in the usual automatic way.
You gotta
Wow.
press buttons.
Yep.
I see the dotted lines. Okay.
You'll need to perform a manual landing and do it smoothly since the captain is with you. Draw the start dot on the clear screen. After removing the screen, engage the manual landing procedures. You do not have to draw a path to the buttons. Then
You do not have to
Do
draw
not.
you do
Yeah.
not have to draw a
It's
path to
not-
the buttons. Then, from the start dot, draw your flight path to the landing pad. Manual landing procedure. Override the computer ops, change the flight mode, set to manual, lower the landing gear.
Okay, so you're gonna have to put X's on those things.
Oh, so we don't have to
So-
draw to them. We just have to actually.
Yeah, you have to put an X on it.
Okay, Rusty, you ready for this one? Or you want me to do it? I mean,
This is 3.
3.
yeah, this is where we're gonna.
So, special, engage the manual landing procedure, 4 buttons. Goal, interact with the landing pad. Hazards, avoid any mistakes in the manual landing procedure. Boundaries, stay in the clear flight path to the landing pad. So, override mode, manual, and landing gear. All right.
How many? 3.
3.
Okay.
Let's see. Now all I've got to do is remember override
Well,
mode,
we'll
manual,
forward
and
these. We're
landing.
not
Wait,
gonna-
I'll just. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Here.
you can
I'll
hold
hold
it.
it
Yeah, yeah.
open.
Okay,
Who's
Rusty.
doing it?
I think Rusty's going to go for it. We want you to
Alright.
go for it.
So the first thing, and you're just putting X's.
So the first thing we need to do is
Get
overdrive.
to that overdrive
So I just,
button.
Yep.
See within this dotted line.
Yeah, I know.
uh-huh.
Just put an X in there, right?
Right.
It's like you're trying to push the button. and
That's
you
too
don't.
far over.
You think it's too far over?
Yep. Maybe a little bit down.
Down? All right. Right here?
Yep, go for it. Okay, Nikki, what's next?
Then you're gonna push mode.
Mode is over here, and I think it's
That's pretty good.
about right there.
Next.
Manual.
Okay,
Yipes.
so that's
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's pretty much a little bit lower. No, I think you got it. You do what you want
Right
there.
there.
Okay, next is...
And then landing gear.
okay. So that's
Wait, what about mode?
I did
Oh, that's
mode.
2. I'm sorry,
That's
I'm sorry.
2.
Yep, yep.
Landing gear is 4.
it's about here.
Yep. This is
Alright.
a weird puzzle. I
And
think it's a
then-
little bit further over from that. A little bit further over.
Do-
Right.
To this
oh,
way.
okay. So
Yeah, I think so.
come on. There we
Okay,
go.
and then
Then you got to interact with the landing pad, which means I would believe this one you have to draw the
yeah. Yeah,
line
that's
from
just-
the dot.
and it probably just go like make an L.
And
Yeah.
avoid hazards, which is these things.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I would say go to the... Is that some hazard too? Do we have to go like through this, you think?
And so the hazards avoid any.
Yeah, but I'm just wondering if those are gaseous clouds.
I
It's
think
hard
they're
to tell.
gaseous. We don't want to go like this.
I understand.
This looks like a clear path to me. So
Yeah.
you've got a narrow little area.
I would go
here
over
and
past
then-
I would go
to like
about
here and then straight up. That's probably too much, but maybe not.
I think it's right about there.
Well, we'll know. Here's the thing: is we'll flip this over, and if those are
Yeah.
Well,
Gray.
no.
Well,
That
no.
was
I think
sir.
that's about it.
Okay.
Let's see.
I believe you.
Oh, did I get in?
I think you did.
Heavens to Betsy. I don't know. Those
yeah,
are out.
they're on it. They're touching them. How much more could you possibly
Oh,
be?
wow.
It's outside of the dotted line.
It doesn't matter as long as it's asking you to touch it, right? I bet you were fine. Come on, that's pretty darn good.
I'm
I
sorry.
mean, we're not touching red or yellow.
Page 72.
Yeah.
That is true. You are
Yeah.
correct.
No
We
red,
are
no
not
yellow. And each one of them is touching green. I've got
70.
Yeah, you did it. You barely did
barely
it.
on that one. I'm
Barely.
like, I wanted to get that shit down fast.
Yeah.
You're nervous.
Shuttle landing. Shuttle landing. We are saying we did good. Okay, so we did. Your palms are sweaty as you squint at the panel readouts and pilot your descent. Captain Coleman debarks the shuttle to join the negotiations, giving you an appreciative nod. Gain any remaining merits. Then continue to page 22.
Okay, I think we're done almost anyway.
Gamegenic, ingenious supplies.
Oh boy, howdy. Okay. Are we ready?
Yep.
True warrior!
We're warriors.
Yeah. Captain Coleman and General Batoth. Is that how you said it before?
Yeah, I think so. At least one of the ways I've said
Okay.
it before.
Discuss the fate of the research station. The meeting seems calm at first, but then the negotiations grow more intense, just as it seems they might be reaching an agreement. The universal translator malfunctions.
Uh-oh, got more to do?
The captain glances at yes, you do. The captain glances at you. Cadet, please translate. This is what you've been studying for. And You even brought your personal logs in case any of your notes would be helpful. Okay? I know.
I think we just refer to the stuff in the book. I think.
Complete the translation of General Bot's last statement shown on the next page. Then suggest how the captain should respond. And then so it's multiple choice. This is going to give us 4 credits if we do it right. 1, 2, or merits.
Yeah.
4. And then we've got,
No additional tools needed.
I'll just read this and then I'll reveal the puzzle. Okay. How should the Captain Coleman respond?
The Gach is delicious.
The Gach is delicious,
The
yes.
Fall of King is my favorite poem. Not as smooth as yours. I am a fierce warrior. Okay.
Okay, so here we go. Here's the puzzle. Negotiations logs, General.
I have no clue.
Your father's mother's. I don't know.
Smooth? You're something smooth at the end?
But that is rude.
Yes.
But you want to be give them more than what they had dished out to you. So I don't know. This was alluded to earlier on in the story. Are we supposed to make these into?
I'm feeling like we have to get. I mean, there's the Goth, right? There's G-A.
Yeah.
Is it G-H-A-T-H?
Yeah.
No, it's G-A-G-H. That ain't it. Okoto.
Oh, I know. These symbols are the words, right?
Wow.
What is it? What is it?
Okay, I think I see it. The dots are the position of the letters that we're supposed to be dealing with. YOURMOTHERSFOREH.
What?
E. See the top, middle, and bottom?
Yes. So
Yeah. Oh.
Your mother's forehead is SM.
Okay.
it can't be so smooth.
SMO.
It's
It
smooth.
is smooth.
Yes, smooth.
It's
Your
smooth.
mother's forehead is smooth.
So, yeah, it's not as smooth as yours.
Okay.
So smooth is the word.
Okay.
Yeah. That was totally alluded to earlier in the story.
Okay.
Let's
Wow.
see.
Wow.
Smooth. Man.
Not as smooth as yours, though. That I mean, but they're insulting. I mean,
Yeah,
it seems like that's
stand your ground.
yeah.
Yes, so smooth is. After the captain spoke, there was a tense moment when you thought General Both might jump over the table and start swinging, but then he laughed heartily and made it clear that they had an agreement. Gain all remaining merits and then continue to page 24.
Wow, there's still more.
Okay. Personal log, I'm letting Rusty do that.
All right. Personal log. Against all odds, Captain Coleman struck a deal with General Batoth. Perhaps more surprisingly, I did not die in the process. All my studying really paid off, and the captain told me I have a bright future ahead in Starfleet. I'm learning so much from all the senior officers. With more time and effort, I'm certain I'll sit in the captain's chair one day. Computer, end log. To
All right.
proceed to your next mission,
Okay, we're done.
continue to page 25. Otherwise, the merit awards. We have rankings here.
Yes,
we
we
did.
do.
I think we only lost one ultimately, right? We could have
Yeah.
been above. So we have
So you're
30,
going to add them up.
41.
41 would put us in the highest ranking of
Lieutenant.
lieutenants.
Oh, wow.
36 to 45.
Okay.
What are the other ones? 0 to 10.
0 to 10 is a cadet.
All right.
11 to 22 is an ensign. And then 23 to 35 would have been a lieutenant junior grade.
Okay.
That would have been acceptable too.
I agree, especially right away. But cool. What do you think, Nikki P?
That was fun. I like it. Probably partly because of the theme. I am a little bit of a Trekkie.
Oh my gosh,
but
you and your dad loved all that stuff.
Yeah.
That was my brother and dad's thing, not mine so much.
I thought your dad was
My brother and my dad, they liked it. They watched
Trek?
it. Yeah, they watched Trek. I mean, they liked all that stuff.
I thought they liked that karate one.
kung fu.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Kung Fu.
I mean, maybe they like that
Yeah.
too. I don't know. I don't. I'm sure I watched that, but I don't remember it very much. And I remember kind of like coming around and looking at Star Trek, but
Yeah, I
not
know.
completely blown away by
He's
it.
not as much as me.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, but the movies are funny for me because anyway, you go to that. We don't need to talk about my experience with
Personal
Star Trek movies.
silliness. I enjoyed it, and I thought the puzzles were good. It's a nice family level of puzzles.
sure.
It's nothing insane. You don't need to know like the Fibonacci series or some weird
This
thing.
is the first one. You're going to open stuff up for
yeah,
the next one, so
right.
who knows what it gives you. It might
There's-
get more and more difficult.
There's 2 more starships, 2 more big envelopes, and 2 more missions.
Right.
So
Cool.
that's the whole thing. But I enjoyed it very much, and I like the mission-y.
The merit token
Getting the
system.
merit
Yeah.
token
Yeah.
system to just count, so at the end you can just there you go.
Yeah, I mean, I actually think this is forgiving for the most part.
Yes.
This is these. I'm pointing off screen, but this stuff is forgiving. It's not as horrible as it could be. What do you think, Rusty?
I really enjoyed it, especially like Nikki was mentioning the story and the theme. I thought the story worked very much like Star Trek episodes work in such that you knew what was going on by about halfway
Oh my
through.
gosh,
So,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
It's
knew
pretty clear.
Hansen was the traitor.
Yeah.
But
the puzzles were still there for you to be interested in.
absolutely, and
Yeah.
it was nice. It was 3 or 4 different types of puzzles, but they did a good job of cycling them through, and they didn't quite feel the same each time. The fact that we were now having to hit certain buttons and then get around things, or other times we're now having to decipher things. It kept it fresh, even though they were the same type of
It is-
puzzle over and over again.
It is
So
definitely
did a good job.
family level. I mean, this one wasn't that hard.
No.
I do wish there was more tricorder work. That would have been fun.
Yeah, maybe.
My big problem with this is all I think about is Lower Decks. Like, I think this should be Lower Decks themed, right? You know what I mean? It feels like there's Lower Decks kind of things going on
because
since we're all
you're
cadets and
yeah.
But yeah, it's really fun. I thought this was actually kind of cool too. It was a weird little puzzle, but I liked it a lot. And basically all you're doing is finding what fits. Like how. Just where to start from, right? That was we started the one way, and I think we were like 50% right, but then we reset and did it again, and then we had it 100% on there. It is funny, like that last one kind of got me because I couldn't believe we were actually insulting him, right? I mean, I guess it's part of the whole log.
It was totally in there.
Yeah. But yeah, this is very cool, and it's neat. I'm intrigued to see what some of the others are like. I definitely want to play them.
Right.
And I'm also intrigued by the Indiana Jones one as well.
Sure. Yeah.
I think that's pretty awesome.
I also like that the games like this use some puzzle things that utilize the box. So you're like you said, you're playing with a 3D object
Right.
instead of just sheets of paper.
I mean, I like it when they on some of those
using
puzzle
that was
games you go to the
fun.
back of the box and I
Right.
mean, I didn't necessarily
Right.
need, and maybe you still do. I don't
I'm
really
trying
know. Yeah.
to not
because there's
look
more
at-
inside this box
there's
on the bottom,
more,
which we weren't going
I
to look at. But
noticed.
yes. Yeah, this
Shush.
is neat. Really cool. Yeah, I know. Well, they tell you to pull this out, and you're going to see it. We just didn't look at it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's really cool. I do like that when they get creative with the whole system.
Yeah. Right.
And really use all the materials.
Right.
I really want to find out what the rest do. I think it'd be really fun.
Yeah.
Well, cool, Nikki P. Thanks for teaching us.
You guys are welcome.
And thanks to you for watching. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button and consider subscribing to our channel. If you click on the bell, you'll get notified when we put up new videos. See you next time.